I mean, let's face it, really, for thousands of years. And so the fact that we can, you know, get these big gold looks for a fraction of the cost, sign me up. The ring. Wait till you see the ring here on my finger. There is a simple sophistication to this ring that I really, really appreciate, and I think you will love it too. See that? Isn't that beautiful? So it's elongating. It's still very clean and modern in its design. And brace yourself. You're not dreaming, because I know it's late or early, wherever you are. It's $19.90, Paul. This one is one that is going in my cart. And, you know,
well,
give
you
this
better
one
hurry.
I know. Give this one a chance. I know. I always miss out because I don't cheat. A lot of hosts bring their phones out here and shop.
Cheaters. They're little cheaters.
Cheaters.
Is what they are. You know what? When we do these Electroform rings like this, I think of them as the best, easiest way to get into Bellezza, to try Bellezza if you haven't tried it.
Good point.
Because it's not a big risk, and it's a great way to see how much you're going to love Bellezza. Now, this is the kind of ring that you will go to your jewelry box to say, oh, I'm going to wear that beautiful horsebit ring, the Filetto, and it won't be in your jewelry box. And you'll go, now where did I leave that? And you know, you're going to find it by the sink where you took it off. You're going to find it on the top of your dresser where you took it off, or by the door where you took it off. You know what? You get customers write this all the time. This is the ring I leave by the door. I put it on every single day when I leave. It's that kind of ring. Now, I love how it feels. Why does it feel like that? This is done through a process called Electroform, and it's a very complex process. And what it allows us to do is to create such beautiful, smooth texture that it's almost like slipping into a piece of lingerie. It doesn't feel like metal.
You're right.
It feels like if someone handed this to you and your eyes were closed, you would be like, wow, it just feels so silky. And
you're right.
And you're like, it's a ring?
You know how band rings, when you go to get married or when you buy a band ring, I think it's patented, although I looked it up and it wasn't anymore, but there's a certain fit that you buy.
The comfort fit.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a fit that you buy where it's comfort. It's rounded edges, it's soft edges. So it actually feels good. I know it sounds silly, but it feels good as you slip it on. And that's what you get when you put this ring on. And I think that's why it's one of my instant favorites. I cannot believe it's $19 because truly, I would put more money on that.
Of course you would.
But it is a big 24-hour jewelry event. It's our first designer jewelry event of the year, and we want you to be able to get those Italian designs home. This is Italian-inspired jewelry, and look at that. Again, it's very artistic because you look at it from afar. It looks like links. It's like a bypass. It's beautifully done, Paul, and it is brand new. So we're very excited about this.
You are the first to see this. I love that, and a lot of you are grabbing it, and I'm so happy for you. Now I'm going to remind you again with my. Maybe I'll let you show. Well, here, remember, 2,000-year-old bronze ring. Okay, and I do this to show you the durability of bronze.
By the way, I love that bronze ring.
It is just such a charming ring, made when Jesus walked the earth, found in Mesopotamia.
What a
now
treasure.
It's on my greedy little hands. I love the fact that we're working with a metal that has such historical importance, that has such longevity, that you can rely on and count on forever. Basically, what jewelry do you own that, you know, in 2,000 years you expect to still find it looking gorgeous? That is the beauty of working with bronze, pure bronze, and then 18-karat gold, which is what's touching your skin.
And I did want to point out, too, you know, if you're that woman that maybe, because, you know, here at HSN I've learned a lot, and we have fantastic stylists that help us out, but I've never considered myself this woman that's like, oh, I'm high fashion. I know how to dress. I know how to do this. I know. When you get jewelry like this, you don't get it wrong. You know, you throw it on with whatever you have, and it's, you know, you can't get it wrong. It's always going to look good. So if you're that person and you're like, I don't know how to wear my jewelry, or how do I make it look good, or what do I match with what? This is jewelry. Bellezza is jewelry that you put it on and you look polished, you look put together, you look expensive, you look like you've got a great job. Nobody in their mind, I'm not even kidding, when you get it home, you'll see what I'm talking about. Nobody would ever think that you paid $19 for this. And so I love that you said this is a great way to try Bellezza.
It's a great way. You know that gal that you see dropping off her perfect kids at school, and she's driving that, $100,000 car, and she just looks like she stepped out of an iron every time you see her.
She's perfect.
And she's absolutely perfect. And if you really look at her, you'll see there are a couple of things that are always there. There is always a pair of gold hoops. There's always a beautiful gold ring that signifies her style somehow, plus her wedding set probably. There's always a timepiece, usually an important one, and usually with the bracelet stacked on it, and then a beautiful, beautiful necklace. She always has those things. I wouldn't dream of leaving the house without it. Now here's the deal with Bellezza. My goal in curating this line is I would like for you to be able to get dressed completely in the dark, reach into your jewelry box and to grab any pieces of Bellezza that your fingers find,
you can't get it
put
wrong.
them on. You cannot get it wrong.
Look at with my bangles too. This is what I'm talking about. I didn't think about matching these. I didn't try to match this. It all works. And that's what I'm saying. If you're a girl that you don't consider yourself the most fashionable, or you're not the big fashionista, which I really don't, because I have a 4-year-old. I look like poop when I drive him to school in the morning.